This is from the art of thinking out loud. Live common sense analytics. Just sitting here going through YouTube, you know, as I'm doing other work, but I just wanted to hop on here to, just kind of get my thoughts on a few things. And I got something that I want y'all to hear, but let me give y'all my thoughts on something real quick. With this whole Jamie Foxx situation, that not ooh damn, I just felt Freudian slip. With this whole TD Jakes situation overlapping with the Diddy situation. Well, let's put it like this: the Diddy situation spawned the TD Jakes situation, and the TD Jakes situation is allegedly related onto this whole Diddy TD Jakes situation, could possibly be related onto the whole Jamie Foxx situation. Now, why and how do I say this? Because I'm not the only one who's thinking, who was paying attention when Jamie was talking about when Diddy had him at his parties, and he was so overwhelmed with the party, like, wow, man, it's like, man, this is going on, like, you know what I'm saying, da 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 da, yada yada yada, like, this person here, they doing this, they doing that, this shit is extravagant. Jamie was overwhelmed. Y'all remember? Go back and check the tapes, and I got a few reels where I have this on there. Go through my reels, my TikTok, whatever, it's on there. But my point I'm getting at is this: Jamie, uh, Diddy gave Jamie access to taping activities at his parties, meaning Jamie has people on tape. Hmm. We don't really think about that like, oh, well, so what, so and so. Nah, you got to think about something. You're at a party. This ain't like the media, like you got, you know what I'm saying, TMZ, or you got some of these other networks coming in there taping. Nah, this different. This is like you have somebody, quote unquote, your homeboy, Jamie Foxx. Know what I'm saying? Y'all might be cool. He probably cool with a bunch of the celebrities up in there anyway. So it's like seeing him in there with a camera, and he's been given access to come in there with this camera by Diddy. People are gonna be extra comfortable. Need y'all to keep that in mind. You're gonna be extra comfortable if you know this ain't TMZ, this ain't, like I said, those other networks. This is somebody that Diddy has given permission to bring a camera in. So we're gonna just act as always. Know what I'm saying? Meaning you're gonna probably catch a lot of questionable shit going on in the normal activities. Hell, think about a normal party. The parties that, know what I'm saying, niggas throw. Think about the type of shit go on there. No, this ain't even a nigga party. We talking about a party with all types of, know what I'm saying, motherfuckers there. It's all types of people there. You got white, black, other races, all type of shit, and people from all walks of life that do all different types of shit. Like, because Diddy has crossed paths with a whole lot of different people, and know a lot of folks, and he throw these parties, and some people that you wouldn't even expect to be there are there, and they there partying. What he tell Fabulous on Drink Champs? They ain't just there partying; they partying. Y'all ain't ever think about that. It's like I be hearing a lot of people talk about that, and I'm glad that, because it let me know I ain't the only one questioning that weird shit. Like, okay, how is it these hardcore gangster rappers, and this is nothing against the aforementioned, these hardcore gangster rappers, you know, are somehow in a situation with this particular person, Diddy, and he's given an allowance to talk real zesty on camera in front of other people, and it's like Nori laughing at some of it, but then Nori like kind of quieted down some because I don't think Nori wanted to like embarrass the other guests, but at the same time, Nori peeped that goofy, that, you know what I'm saying? That shit was goofy and it was weird. He was telling Fabulous, oh man, y'all know what it was, but just a little recap. He telling, like, him and Fabulous talking about when he was in like Miami. And you know, and when Diddy parties down in Miami, and Fabulous was like, yeah, man, I party with you, man. Remember, man, I party with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because Diddy kept saying, man, you need to come to one of my parties, man. You need to come party with me, man. Man, we need to party for real, man. We need to party. Fabulous, like, yeah, man, we party, man. Remember when you came down to Miami, man? We party. He said, no, man, we need to party. Man, what the fuck is partying? He said, no, we need to party. He's like, oh, we party. And then he reiterated, nah, man, we ain't party. Ain't no grown man finna tell me we need to party. What the fuck is party? This is why I've been telling y'all for the longest. It's not no, you know, conspiracy theory shit. It's not no people just making up these stories and stuff. Man, look, we could go so deep into some of this shit that it's like it would just utterly amaze y'all. But you notice the same characters all being tied into, you know, real like questionable situations that lead sometimes onto bigger, you know, like events happening around them. People tend to pass around them. You know what I'm saying? And when I say pass, y'all know what I mean. Pass on. You know, people get unalived, but they're never scathed. But these people sometimes hold deep, dark secrets on these folks. You know what I mean? It's like, man, I tell y'all honestly, this Hollywood shit, and the reason I say that a lot of y'all don't really get it, to quote Diddy, no, y'all get it, but you don't get it. Pause, just playing. But yeah, but some of y'all don't really get it, honestly, is the fact that you're trying to use your regular everyday logic on shit that we do. And you trying to put it on these fake ass celebrities. And when I say fake celebrities, the reason I call them fake celebrities is that we celebrate these people. That's why they're called celebrities. We celebrate them, but they're fake people, meaning these folks are actors, actresses. You go up list from, you know, A list, B list, all this type shit. Think about that. You become a critically acclaimed actor. You become, you know, an award-winning actor. You know, you could get all these type of awards for being the best actor. And you have actors who we all love every day. And you notice even these actors are connected in with these questionable folks that are doing questionable things. Because Hollywood is an animal unto itself. Stop trying to use everyday logic to figure, as far as to say, well, why would this person do this? These niggas don't live by the same rules you do. Hollywood is different. Hollywood is a ritual center. In its basic, Hollywood is something completely different than what a lot of y'all are really thinking. It's not normal everyday shit like we do. Even when you know somebody who, like, let's say, for instance, I know people personally who are actors and actresses in Hollywood. And I ain't talking about no little get apart here and there, walk on here and there, so and so. No, I know people who are like, you know what I'm saying, 2.5, 3 decade actresses on like soap operas and shit like that. Like shows that are playing in like syndication, some still on, and like some of these people are still acting on some of these shows. You know, so it's like, in saying that, I'm saying just because I may have crossed paths with these people when we went to school together doesn't mean they're the same people that they were back then. Just because when you see them in like interviews and shit like that, look, I'm not, first off, a disclaimer, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings that I know that are, actors, actresses that are from my city that I knew personally or whatever, that are in Hollywood, out there in Cali, Hollywood, that are mixing, mingling, or in New York, Miami, and other places in the actual Hollywood crowd. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to disrespect them. This is just raw truth. Once you get into these circles, in order for you to move up and for you to be able to grace certain like screens and be able to do certain productions that actually bring you, see, we have this misconception. Hold on, y'all. Let me, damn, y'all got me going. Hold up, let me do something real quick. Um, we got this misconception. We've had this misconception, myself included, until I was, educated on this, as far as knowing how people actually get paid in Hollywood. We see our favorite actors, our favorite actresses in movies that we grow to love. And, we watch these movies over and over, everything. And, we think like, damn, I went to go see this movie at the show. Maybe even went to go see it, you know what I'm saying? I'm a couple times. Might have went, you know what I'm saying, one time with somebody and then went with your girl, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And then when the movie came out on like DVD back in the day or VHS back in the day, you bought the movie. And then when the movie comes on cable, you watch the movie. And the movie is still coming on to this day. So you're still watching that movie because you enjoy that movie. Well, each time these movies get played on television or they sell copies or whatever, whatnot, y'all know there's money that's made. I'm not talking small money. It's like part of the game is playing with numbers. And I ain't just talking about like price numbers. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of like, you know what I'm saying, astrological shit and other stuff going on. But we're going to just deal with like regular economics down here, price numbers. Let's say a movie comes out. Let's do it like that. A movie comes out with, somebody whom you like, an actor, actress, a cast of people whom you like. And this movie is, you know what I'm saying? You feeling that. Now, you as well as other people, shit, the color purple, since that's out right now. That just came out on Christmas. This is right after Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So that movie just came out a couple of days ago. Now, with the color purple, that's Oprah Winfrey and Steven Spielberg. That's who get paid. That's who get paid. Yeah. Oh, you get to see all of your favorite actors, actresses all dressed up and everything, and they get to put on, you know what I'm saying, a stellar performance. Yet, You'll see Taraji in, interviews crying about the wages that they're paid and the way they're paid. You'll see Terrence Howard giving interviews talking about how he was only paid $12,000 to do what's name Hustle and Flow, and he wrote the rap that whoop that trick. He wrote that. He wrote the raps for that character, and the way that they did his paperwork, he got paid for just the acting part of his character. He didn't get paid for the musical part, even though he wrote that. So they signed it under a straw man, the name of the character, and that's how the movie company recouped that money, or whomever recouped that money back and cut him out. Then you have Billy Porter. Billy Porter was talking about how he was on a popular show. If some of y'all remember, there was a show called Pose. You know, it was a lot of gay and like transgender. It talked about their plight in the world of the different like dance clubs, and and a lifestyle that went on like around them, and it gave a detailed account of what went on in these people's lives and how they were all like saying intertwined together, yada yada yada. Far as the writing, far as the way it was like presented, good show. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that, not saying that I particularly liked it and I was like, oh, I'm a fan or nothing, yada yada yada. But no, I'm a writer, I'm an author, I'm a judge of good art and good acting. I think that the program, in the way the actors and everything, the way they perform and they got their points across, very good, which is why it did so good, because people like myself and others recognize that this is good acting, this uh, is good writing, whatever, whatnot. And Billy Porter was the backbone of this show. Y'all know Billy Porter, very flamboyant gay man, showed up at the Met Gala with a big ass, I don't know what the hell you want to call it, but I don't want to get sidetracked. Um, Billy Porter was the backbone to that show. That show is still on right now, I think, as far as you can go watch the episodes. I don't think there are any new episodes, but you can go watch the other episodes and everything online. Um, it made millions. It made millions and it's still making millions. He said he gets paid 6 cents. Yeah, I ain't hear what the fuck I just said. That that man says he get paid 6 cents, 6 pennies. He gets paid 6 pennies in royalties. Man, listen. Oh we. Oh the fuck we. That's crazy as hell. How do you create a show? Well, not that. I'll say this. How is there a show that's created and a character that's basically made for you? You build this show, you become the backbone to the show, and they give you a stellar exit from the show, so to speak, because his character dies on the show, whatever, whatnot. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I know somebody dies on the show. I think it's him. Don't get me wrong. I hope I didn't kill him off the show, but I'm just saying. It made whatever happened, it made for the show to be widely watched, whatever, whatnot. This show, like I said, made millions. This man gets 6 cent royalties. Taraji crying about what she's getting paid and the way the people that put her in these big productions, how they go to bat for other folks, but they don't go to bat for her and people like her. That's like for the movie she did with Brad Pitt. Come on now. Brad Pitt made $10 million. Taraji made 150,000. And that wasn't even like they just gave her 150,000. They was trying to give her some shit like 100 or less. She had to fight to get that extra 50. 150,000 and a nigga made 10 million off of it. If he made 10 million, what you think they made that they gave him 10 million? Like, but they gave your ass 150,000. Billy Porter gets 6 cent. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Howard get 12,000 for a movie that's still going right now in the black, especially in the black community, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? This shit dirty. These actors don't have money like you think is what my basic point is. So where I'm going with this now is a little darker. Since you know these actors aren't getting money, like it's all been presented to you, all the bright lights. Kanye tried to tell y'all about the bright lights, flashing lights. That's a whole nother story. But it's all propaganda. So if you're on the screen, you're all over the internet, you in everybody's household, you on everybody's smartphone, you know what I'm saying? You all over, like people watching your movies that you did 10 years ago, 15 years ago, follow me, 20 years ago that are still that are now classic movies amongst certain, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, in the quote unquote black community and hell, and just man, urban, hell, in a American culture, like Friday, like you know, Half Baked, like just, and I'm naming little movies like Master P's movie Bout It. You know what I'm saying? Movies that even if they weren't the biggest like productions, they did big numbers. And people get paid flat out. That's like what Monique did Precious, and you know, they gave her 50,000. You know what I'm saying? Like lowball number like that, you know, because they'll never discuss, you know what I'm saying, syndication with you and what you can get in those residual payments. They ain't gonna never discuss that shit really with you. They gonna always tell you some bullshit, yada, 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 play you out like that. They ain't gonna never put the real information in front of you so that you know, okay, I can come to the table and negotiate this, because you ain't got no table to negotiate. You have nothing to come to the table with, is what I'm basically getting at. You're a slave to propaganda. Your entire career is not just built on playing characters on the screen. You have to play another character off screen because you have to play happy. You have to play successful. You have to play like your life is cool, or like you just having regular everyday little problems, whatever, whatnot. Dumb niggas ain't having the same problems we having because we think they got money. We think they're doing this. Oh, let me tell you something, man. I don't know if y'all know for real, for real. It's like, now I'm in Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? I got partners out in Cali. California living damn economy, man, their expenses, like how much it costs to live out there is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It's like New York. It's like, but Cali and shit, and we talking about Hollywood. You're an actor. I saw where like Tisha Campbell was talking about when she moved out from with her former husband, you know, Dwayne, the one dude, know what I'm saying? She was talking about how she had like $7,000 and she had a U-Haul and she had $7,000 in her account and she didn't know where she was really going. See, because out in Cali, out in them, like, you know what I'm saying, Hollywood, and you need to, like, you know what I'm saying, stay out there like amongst where you need to be so you could try to go get the, you know what I'm saying, gigs and the jobs and everything and the parts and all of that. And you need to, you know what I'm saying, mix and mingle and, you know, see people network, because it's all about networking who you know. Like I said, this industry, all of this shit, whether you're talking about music, whether you're talking about Hollywood, whether you're talking about sports, all of it, it's about who you know. It's a networking game. Honestly, it's a networking game. It's not even so much how talented the actual athlete is, and I'm not taking nothing away from the athlete, but I'm saying watch who you see these athletes you see them aligned with. You'll see them start moving from just being around other players to being around business moguls, being around media moguls, being around influencers, being around like owners of like social media networks, you know what I'm saying? And shit like that. They move into places where they can then start to allocate some of their funds in different ways because they know something you don't know. They know all this shit is an illusion. Y'all be thinking because, and you know what? I know I'm rambling, but it's like I got a lot to get off my chest before I play something for you. I'm gonna just go on just a few minutes longer, but it's like when you see athletes who are pushed up in the spotlight. I'm gonna start with, you know what I'm saying, athletes. I'm gonna give y'all examples on, you know, three different perspectives. Athletes, like you'll see like an athlete who he'll get signed for, I'll just make up a number. Let's say he gets signed for like $60 million over whatever, however you want to set it up. But he getting $60 million. Now, that 60 million is not just this nigga signed the dotted line and they forking over 60 million. Hell no. There are stipulations. There are all type of clauses in there. You know, you have performance clauses where basically, in as they say layman's terms, nigga, we give you 60 million only if you do ABC all the way down to XYZ. Meaning you might have to score X amount per game. You may have to do certain things per quarter. You may have to do this, that, and the third. You may have to go out on your own and set up X amount of, like, you know what I'm saying, marketing deals, this, that, and that. You may have to give several interviews, so and so, show us that you can do this, and that. You may have to make yourself, marketable to them. It's not about your talent. It's not about your talent. It's about your skill in your marketability. How marketable can you make yourself? Look at Shaq. Look at Jordan. Look at a lot of the